And a very good evening to you all, and welcome to some Kahok soccer for you here on the Kahok Broadcast Club Network. My name is Zach Roseman. I'll be joined here in just a minute by Matt Langley as we're here for some Southwestern Conference soccer, old school rivalry as the Collinsville Kahawks take on the Edwardsville Tigers. Collinsville come into tonight's game with a record of 0-3-1. 0-1 in Southwestern Conference play under the direction of Coach Rob Loogie. Edwardsville come in at 2-1, 1-0 in Southwestern Conference play, and under the direction of longtime skipper Mark Heiderscheid, who is retiring after this year, I've been told, and so obviously a very long career for him. A fair amount of success, several trips to state, at least one state title, possibly another one. Obviously, Matt is a Kahawk soccer alum. I mean, you can talk about some of your experiences against, playing against Edwardsville over the years. And
Yeah, glad to be here. And Edwardsville has always been the bane of our existence as Collinsville. Did have the fortunate experience of thrashing them 3-0 in their own building. That was great. My senior year.
yeah, it's obviously it's been very competitive. There's been some very fun games over the year. It's obviously probably the best soccer game I've ever seen in person. A sectional semifinal here on this field that Collinsville won on a last-second goal by Zane Baker, but that's in the past, and we'll see how things go here tonight. Beautiful night for soccer. Temperatures in the low 70s. Not much wind to speak of, but pretty much picture-perfect conditions for soccer. The weather really has been very good for us over the past, couple weeks. Had a little bit of rain last night, but not enough to really cause any issues, and it would certainly have dried out by now, especially on a turf surface. So
The weather is great, but the tension is greater between these two teams.
yeah, we'll see how things go. We'll go ahead and take our first break here on the Kahawk Broadcast Club Network. We'll be back in just a few minutes for the starting lineup for both teams and eventually the start of action. All that and more here on the Kahawk Broadcast Club Network.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the soft wave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had heard something about it, and I did my research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had this surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time. And honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
Want to catch some of the best live music in Collinsville from a band of local area residents? Well, look no further than Sonically Pleasing. Sonically Pleasing with Tim Carlisle, Jim Kaysen, Logan Carlisle, and Caleb Tanzius. They play some of the best rock and roll hits from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and beyond. You can catch Sonically Pleasing at some of the area's finest venues, as well as book Sonically Pleasing for your private event or party. To put some music in your life, it's Sonically Pleasing. Check out Sonically Pleasing's Facebook page for upcoming live show dates and to book them for your special event. Or call to book that event at 618-401-0052. Pleasing live rock music for your ears. It's Sonically Pleasing. 618-401-0052. That's 618-401-0052. The choices you make to celebrate the life of your loved one should be as special as the person they represent. That's why you will always find the staff at Her Funeral Home in Collinsville ready to go the extra mile to meet the needs of you and your family during those times. For over 100 years, Her Funeral Home has been there for Collinsville and the surrounding communities. Of the many arrangements made after losing a loved one, the first is the selection of a funeral home. The staff at Her Funeral Home in Collinsville can help with that planning. Call Her Funeral Home in Collinsville at 618-344-0187. Her Funeral Home, serving Collinsville families for over 100 years. 618-344-0187. Got vinyl? Rich's Record Emporium in Uptown Collinsville can take care of all of your vinyl needs and more. You can peruse through thousands of records from country to hard-to-find jazz, and classic rock is always in stock at Rich's Record Emporium. Used vinyl, new vinyl, and hard-to-find vinyl. Don't forget to check out the audio room at Rich's, where you can check out the latest in audio gear, from new top-of-the-line speakers to turntables and receivers, plus all the accessories. Rich has t-shirts, record cleaners, turntable needles, wall art, and so much more. If you can't find what you're looking for at Rich's, they will do their best to find it for you. Don't forget to mention seeing this ad on the Kahok Sports Network for a 10% discount at checkout. Rich's Record Emporium, 131 West Main Street in Collinsville, or call 618-795-1333 or online at richesrecordemporium.com.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene at his Collinsville office at 106 North Clinton, or call 618-467-8420.
We welcome you back here to Kahok Stadium. Zach Roseman and Matt Langley here with you as we are just about ready to get underway here. We'll have the introduction of the starting lineups here in just a moment. We'll go ahead and go along with PA announcer Chris Kettler for that. Again with Edwardsville, who, as you'll see here in a moment, are out there. Actually, we're going to do a special announcement as in recognition of Coach Heiderscheid, with this being his final year.
Varsity soccer coach Mark Heiderscheid. For more than 40 years, Coach Heiderscheid has been a fixture in high school soccer. Since 1999, he has led Edwardsville boys varsity soccer program, guiding his teams to nearly 400 career wins. During his remarkable tenure, he has captured 2 state championships and built Edwardsville into one of the premier soccer programs in Metro East and across Illinois. Coach Heiderscheid, congratulations on truly outstanding career and all you have accomplished. Thank you for the positive and lasting impact you have made on high school soccer and within the Southwestern Conference community. We wish you nothing but the best as you step away from the game you love and into retirement. Now let's give Coach Mark Heiderscheid a big Southwestern Conference round of applause.
And a nice hand from the assembled crowd here. Obviously been around a long time, has Coach Heiderscheid, and he's made the decision to hang it up. But now, here is the starters. Eli Kennedy will get the start in goal. He is a sophomore. In front of him will be Kaveen Shrestha, Nolan Fornash, Jack Kurgan, Jack Wooten, Jackson Liffritz, Clayton Kopinski, Keen Burton, Nick Dawson, Sam Wallace, and Zane Maxwell, the leading scorer for Edwardsville through 3 games with 4 goals and 1 assist. Edwardsville out there in the white uniforms, black numbers trimmed in orange.
Senior number 18, Nick Dawson. Senior number 20, Sam Wallace. And senior number 26, Zane Maxwell. Edwardsville is coached by Mark Heiderscheid.
And now for Collinsville.
And now starting lineup for the Collinsville Kahawks.
Mikey Suarez, Jake McIntyre, Tyler Hunnebrinker, Giovanni Mann, Ty Starko, Gage Hensley, TJ Carter, Rodrigo Hernandez Mendoza, Dominic Mann, Enrique Carranza, and as per usual, Braden Henson will get the start between the pipes for the Kahawks. Kahawks coming off of a loss in their last game down in O'Fallon, 3-2. From what I understand, that game was kind of a tale of 2 halves, so we'll see if they're able to string it together. I think they did some things well against Stride, but certainly some things to build upon, and hopefully they're able to get a crack into the win column here against a strong Edwardsville team.
Yeah, it was a tale of 2 halves in Triad, against Triad, wasn't it? Both teams scoring a lot in the second half.
Number 22, Dominic Mann. And a senior forward, number 26, Enrique Carranza.
Collinsville, of course, out there in the road purple, numbering in white. We'll go ahead and take one more break here as we'll pause for the playing of the national anthem. Back here in just a bit on the Kahok Broadcast Club Network.
Caseyville VFW Post 1117 Auxiliary supports the VFW with post projects and fundraiser events. The Caseyville VFW Auxiliary also provides donations and sponsorship for veterans in need, Jefferson Barracks in St. Louis, the Caseyville Food Pantry, outreach programs, summer lunches for students in the Collinsville Unit 10 School District, and now the Kahok Sports Network, plus sponsoring CHS programs like band, theater, and sports. If you would like to provide support or join the Caseyville VFW Auxiliary, contact the Caseyville VFW Post 1117 at 618-344-9878.
It's probably the largest purchase you'll ever make. We have 5 agents on our team.
We cover about an hour radius around St. Louis.
We grew up here. We know every town like the back of our hands.
Our job as realtors is helping someone find their dream home, whether it's a family or an individual. We just want to do everything that we can to keep the process as simple and as stress-free as possible for you.
The Blaylock Group, the official realtors of the Kahok Sports Network and Kahok Athletics.
We welcome you back here to Kahok Stadium. Zach Roseman and Matt Langley here with you as we're just about ready to get underway. JV game won by Edwardsville 3-2. They got on the board very quickly and actually got out to a 2-0 lead before Brendan Diak was able to get across a goal, and it was a 2-1 score at halftime, and then each team got one more goal. Collinsville made a push there towards the end, but weren't able to get anything across, and resulted in that 3-2 margin. It's beginning to take effect here as we're going to get started about 15 minutes later than our scheduled 7 o'clock start time. Isn't too bad. Goalkeeper Eli Kennedy back there in
Magenta, is that?
yeah. I was like, are we gonna call that like pink?
Yeah, it's somewhere between a fuchsia and a magenta, I believe.
All right. Braden Henson back there in the fairly dark green for Collinsville. As we are just about ready to go.
I think I'd call that a racing green.
It'll be Enrique Carranza to put it into play for the Kahawks, and they'll quickly push it down into the Edwardsville attacking zone. Comes down onto the feet of Enrique, and he heads it, trying to get it onto the feet of Hensley, and eventually it'll come to Gage. Makes his way forward and pushes the ball up into the box, but winning the race to the ball there was the sophomore keeper, Kennedy.
Yeah, Collinsville trying to just pin it in Edwardsville's end to stir up the pot early. Love that approach.
Yeah, maybe see if you can't get something real quick. That'll certainly give you an advantage. Edwardsville will look to push back, and eventually it'll find the feet of TJ Carter. We'll play it back to Starko. And Ty will do the same thing, just launch it downfield. And finds the head there of, I believe that was Wooten. Kronza with it, leaving it for Hensley, but has it taken away from him by Liffritz. And Liffritz will push it forward, trying to find the feet of the dangerous senior forward Zane Maxwell. And he will go down, no foul called. And it'll be a throw-in for Collinsville. We're a little ways in. Throw-in comes down, finds the foot of an Edwardsville player, and eventually off of the feet there of Kapinski. And it'll be out of play, and again be a throw-in for Collinsville. Carter will take it, trying to get it up onto the feet of Carranza. And ball is fought forward, making its way out towards midfield and pushed out of bounds. Again, last touch by a Tiger, so it'll be throw-in for the Kahawks as Coach Lugie barking out some instructions. Push forward, and eventually it'll be recycled to the backs here for Edwardsville. Push forward, and goes up the sideline, but finds the feet of one of the mans. That was Dominic. Eventually it's just dumped forward, trying to find the feet of Hernandez Mendoza, and bit of a push there, no call.
Yeah, I would have liked to see him maybe connect a few more passes before dumping that. It's early in the game. It's nice and good, but then once you have the opportunity, you really kind of want to switch it up and give yourself a chance to be on the ball a little bit.
Ball goes out of play, and it'll be Collinsville possession, says the linesman. Carter will get it in quickly onto the feet of, that is Giovanni, man. Now played into the middle.
There we go.
Finds Gio back to Tyler Hunnebrinker. Nice to see him get going after, now he got a little banged up in the O'Fallon game, as Hernandez Mendoza able to force the ball out of play off of the Edwardsville player. So it'll, well, after the missed catch, then again, soccer, you don't necessarily need to have your hands. It'll be throw in here for Hunnebrinker, as he'll back it up to about lane 5 of the track and really try and launch it in here. Which he does, off of one of the Edwardsville players, and McIntyre trying to get it into the box, but eventually will be played forward by the Tigers and will stay in. And recycled back to Starko, and the Kahawks will look to push forward again. They do so, trying to find the feet of Carranza, but it's intercepted there by Edwardsville and brought up here now onto the feet of Wallace. Wallace will bring it forward, cleared away by, I believe that was McIntyre, and push forward now, and Suarez let it go out of bounds, and it will be a Kahawk throw-in.
Yeah, Collinsville had a chance to maybe, as they were coming up this right wing, put the foot on it and go back up the left. There's plenty of space.
Throw-in comes in fairly quickly, and it'll be Shrestha who will clear it back for the Tigers and then get it back. Looking to work his way forward and then push it up onto the feet of, well, wound up being a Kahawk player, and recycled over to TJ Carter playing left back. He'll cycle it back through into the middle for Dominic Mann, and Dominic will launch it forward, and push forward and eventually onto the feet here once again of Wallace. And able to get a foot on that is Hunnebrinker, and he'll send it to the sideline. Shrestha will let it go out of play. And then we flip a little bit on the track. New track just installed over the summer here at Kahok Stadium. Eventually finds the feet of Shrestha and push forward. Will get over the head of Starko. And he'll go ahead and just play it back to Henson. And Braden will recycle it up onto the feet of Dominic Mann. Trying to get it up there for it was McIntyre, I believe. And actually able to push it down towards the Kahok goal. Well, Collinsville's defending, but Carter does well to win it and push it up forward. And Edwardsville will recycle it through into their backs once again. Eventually finds the feet of Carter. And TJ able to get it up to Giovanni Mann. And trying to recycle it back to TJ now. And nice job there by the Edwardsville player to regain the possession, but it goes right in the middle of the field. Nobody really wants it, but able to win the race there is Wallace. And able to get it up there onto the feet of Dawson. Giovanni Mann will clear it away, and a nice run here from Starko. Is that Starko? Couldn't quite get a clean identification on the number.
That might have been Carranza. I think it's 26 over there. Yeah. Or no, I'm sorry.
Or Hernandez Mendoza,
22.
maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah, all right. All recycled into the back and pushed up here now for Starko. Starko will play it into the middle for McIntyre, and he'll recycle it back to Dominic Mann. Dominic will launch it forward to nobody in particular, but it works out okay. As Carranza, a little bit of contact. Edwardsville player goes down.
That's
no
a
call.
handball.
And that will be called, so it'll be a free kick from not too far away.
Great opportunity for K-Hawks right here if we can put a nice shot on goal here.
About 5 yards, a little more outside the 18, straight in front of the goal. As it'll be Starko and Suarez as they will back the wall up.
The keeper's leaving his right side open to his right. As he sets up the wall, now now he's leaving the left side open.
Starko will
There we
lead the
go.
run on. And shot and a save. Nice job there by Kennedy on the shot from, I think that was Suarez. Yeah, and the corner kick will have to be taken by Suarez. Starko clears out, eliminates the short and quick option, but seen Mikey have some success on these corner kicks. As he pushes it up forward, trying to find Carranza, knocked around, stays in, off of the head of Carter, but goes high over the net. And then it'll be a goal kick here for Edwardsville.
Yeah, it was a good run by, I believe, Starko on that free kick, as it kind of broke the wall apart just barely, so that it gave the free kick taker a little bit of room to work with.
Yeah.
Forced him to track the runner.
Trying to go cross field, but Suarez able to get a foot onto it. As Edwardsville will play it up, but too far for Wallace to get to, and so it'll be a throw in here for Hunnebrinker. Goes off the head of Carranza, and is Mendoza trying to get to it, knocked around, and we'll go off of Collinsville, says the linesman. As we'll see our first sub come into the game. Wallace will head to the bench, actually one sub for each team. As at 11, Adam Musawi in for the Tigers, and
Number 19, Brendan Diak.
And Brendan Diak, one of the goal scorers in the JV game
Riley Johnson.
for Collinsville. Hensley with the steal,
Great
the
ball.
shot
Ooh.
off the crossbar, but it'll come down onto the feet of Carranza, and
Oh
he
my
hits the
goodness.
crossbar again, and headed down And, well, you're not going to get too many better opportunities than that.
Well, that was just unbelievable.
Yep. Comes off from Hunter Brinker into Carranza. Comes down onto the feet of Hensley, and he'll play it back for McIntyre, trying to get it up to Carter, pushing forward. And he'll keep it in and try and recycle it, find it back onto the feet of Giovanni, man, and that'll go out of play and be a Collinsville throw-in. So they'll leave it here for Hunter Brinker to see if he can really get a hold of one. A little bit more of an aggressive.
Sorry, Zach.
A little bit more of an aggressive style for Collinsville here to start things out. Pressing a little bit more, and they've had the majority of the ball, the majority of the chances here so far.
I agree. They're also going to like that they're winning a lot of the 1v1 battles, which is good for right now.
Ball headed away and will go just wide of the goal mouth and over the end line, but last touch by an Edwardsville player, so it'll be another corner kick here for Collinsville, which, as per usual, will be taken by Suarez. He does so, chopped up into the goal off of Carranza, and that is deflected off of a Collinsville player, so it'll be another goal kick here for Kennedy.
Still great pressure by the Cahoks.
Yep. Go ahead and play it over to the back, and he'll just go ahead and try and play it up into the middle. Carter able to get a piece of it, and TJ, that goes out of bounds off of an Edwardsville player, and it'll be a throw in here for Collinsville. Long throw in. Bounced around. And it'll go out of play and once again be a throw in for Collinsville. Leave it for Carter. And they'll push it forward off of Carranza. And comes forward onto the feet of Giovanni, man, who does a nice job winning that battle. And knocked around. Carter able to get to it before anybody wearing the white, black, and orange. But Edwardsville able to win the ball eventually and play it up towards midfield, but Starko will leave it for, I believe that is Giovanni, man. Now played over here for Hunter Brinker. Hunter Brinker will play it back to Starko, and he'll recycle it over for Dominic, man. And launch forward, trying to find Carter, who's pinching up. And it'll go over the end line and be a throw-in for Edwardsville. Or sideline, excuse me. Be a goal kick if it went over the end line. Throw-in comes in. Able to find one of the Edwardsville players, and it's a battle in front of the bench, but it'll be a throw-in for Collinsville.
Always love those battles in front of the bench. You win it, and let the other team know about it.
Yep. Collinsville recycling it here to Starko. And Starko will launch it up into the midfield, trying to find Carranza, but nice job heading that away there from Wooten.
Yeah, those balls are really tough from the back line straight to the forwards, and for them to bring it down and then look for somebody.
Hunter Brinker with the step, able to find Carranza, trying to get it to Hensley, but nice job stepping up there from Lifritz to clear that away. Kahok's able to maintain possession, circling it into the middle for McIntyre and finding Carranza. And Carranza will get it up to Hensley. And Hensley to Suarez, playing it back now for McIntyre. And into the middle for Mann, but doing a nice job reading that. But a great step up there for Starkos. We'll have a foul called a little bit off the ball against Collinsville. So it'll be a free kick from about 5 yards past halfway for Edwardsville.
Yeah, I don't think he was taking any chances there. Just wanted a nice professional foul there to prevent the counterattack.
Gives you time to set up your defense. There's a mark for it, and as it's pushed forward, Hunter Brinker does a nice job getting ahead on that one. And we'll have another foul there on Carranza as he knocks over Lifritz. And so it'll be a free kick from about 15 yards closer, which will be taken by Wooten, and he'll leave it short here for Shrestha. Shrestha trying to find the cross in, but knocked away there, and it will be pushed forward and eventually knocked forward, trying to find Shrestha again, but Hunnebrinker will bank it off of Kurgan, and that'll be a goal kick for Henson. One sub in for each team again. It'll be Hensley to the bench. Actually, no. Yes. No, Diak. 19. Diak to the bench.
Substitution back in, number 20, Rodrigo Hernandez.
As Hernandez Mendoza comes back in. Henson strikes it well.
Edwardsville substitution number 11. Number 11, Adam Musawi.
As Musawi actually comes in. It's Riley Johnson that came in earlier for the Tigers. Push forward up the sideline. And winning the race there is Edwardsville, as we've got a push in the back there by Lifritz, as Suarez came in trying to make the tackle. So it'll be a free kick taken here by Starko, trying to play it long and far, and able to get it up to Shrestha, who is pressured by Hernandez Mendoza, and it'll be off of Hernandez Mendoza, as Edwardsville will bring in another substitute. It'll be Kopinski to the bench, as see if we can get a number here clearly. Edwardsville able to clear it away, but it finds the stands actually, as Trenton Leedke comes in for the first time. Hunnebrinker will have a throw in here, 22:55 to go. And it gets past everybody. Hernandez Mendoza from off the goal line, but no runners for Collinsville. And so Edwardsville will be able to clear it away up towards midfield. Finds the feet of Dominic Mann, who will recycle it back to Starko, who will play it up here for Hunnebrinker.
Collinsville just now starting to find the width, which is really really breaking down Edwardsville nicely.
Recycled to Starko again.
As long as they can just not panic in times like these.
Yep, Musawi had the deflection, but
there we go.
Mann will find it and just play it back to Henson.
There
And he
you go.
will work it over to the other side here for Hunnebrinker. Hunnebrinker will push it forward, trying to find
Oof.
Giovanni Mann, and he goes
That's a tough no call.
down, no call, as he gingerly makes his way back towards the play. Played up here for Johnson, and crossed into the middle, and Starko does a nice job of playing that to territory, and will go out of play, and it'll be a throw-in for Edwardsville. Played back there for Dawson, and trying to push it forward into the midfield, but Hunnebrinker, nice step, but not the cleanest touch, as it'll make its way back to the Edwardsville defenders. Shrestha pushing it into the middle, as Henson wins the race with Musawi, and will scoop the ball up and quickly roll it out to Carter. Carter will get it through the legs of the defender and actually find his way around him. Nice play there from TJ.
Yeah, nice little nutmeg, Zach.
Yeah. Works its way forward and knocked out of bounds off of Edwardsville, as Gio will head to the bench, be replaced by 16. That is Chris Lamas, who scored a goal in the O'Fallon game.
Chris Lamas.
As Carranza with a bit of a push there, no call.
Oh.
Finds the feet of Hensley, who pops it up right to Kennedy.
Set up nicely for him.
Yeah.
Thought he was going to have a go.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind him trying to go for a long strike, but maybe not the clearest look. Is a nice job there from Lamas. Able to get the takeaway from the player. Now it comes back to Carranza, and now he'll leave it for Hensley. And he'll play it back to Hunnebrinker. Recycle it into the middle for McIntyre. McIntyre trying to go with the outside of the, looking for Carter on the through ball. but Edwardsville able to clear it away as far as Starko. Be recycled back to Dominic Mann, and now back to Starko. And he'll push it forward and does a nice job coming up from there. Off the head of Shrestha finding Johnson, and Shrestha able to get the step, and it's knocked out by Lamas. And looks like it'll be Edwardsville possession as the Tigers will make a sub here. Maxwell head to the bench, replaced by, I'll get a number on him here in just a second. At 5.
Edwardsville substitution number 8.
8.
Jack Kurgan.
Kurgan back in. Laid back and forward, and then we'll go off a Hunnebrinker, be a throw-in for the Tigers here. We're halfway gone here in the first half. 2 Kahok subs in. Carranza and Suarez will head to the bench, replaced by
Also substitutions number 14.
Rangel Cortez
Rodrigo Rango Cortez.
and
19. Brendan
Diak back in.
Edwardsville substitution number 15. Clayton Kapinski.
Kapinski back in for the Tigers, as it'll be a throw-in for Hunnebrinker here. Gets it over everybody, finds the feet of Rangel Cortez. Hensley fighting for it in the middle, but not a whole lot of support. So Edwardsville able to push it forward. Almost trying to push forward, and Kiergan, and it is offsides.
It's a nice line by Collinsville there.
Yeah. So it'll be a free kick taken here quickly, and they'll leave it for Starko, looks like. I think that's 10.
Yes.
Long ball forward, but not many wearing the purples. We'll have a, I don't know about that one. They'll get Rangel Cortez for a hold. Don't know that there was a whole lot of contact, but be a free kick for the Tigers at any rate. Which will be taken by Wooten. He launches it forward.
Wow.
And actually great job there by Kiergan, able to keep it in, but Collinsville able to dispossess there as Edwardsville able to get it back, working it into the middle, and a nice job there by Carranza. Maybe. And it'll go out of bounds and be, actually maybe Hernandez Mendoza. It'll be a throw-in for Collinsville, as the Cahoks will make a sub here. Hensley to the bench as Suarez back in.
Collinsville substitution number 5,
Yep.
Mikey Suarez.
Throw in, cleared away. Suarez trying to apply some pressure, but Edwardsville with the numbers advantage.
Yeah, Collinsville game plan to keep their midfield fresh, keep fresh legs in there, so that they can keep the pressure on with their forwards.
As we will say off of Edwardsville, no foul called there. Tiger player went down. Be a throw in here for Carter. Trying to play it up for Suarez, but not much help for him, but Edwardsville knock it out of bounds, so it'll be a throw in, gain of territory for Collinsville if nothing else. Comes down onto the feet of Rangel Cortez. And able to work it into the middle here for McIntyre and push through. And Kennedy will play that along the ground. And Hunnebrinker able to get to that one and play it to the sideline. And Collinsville will be able to set up their defense here. Throw in coming from Shrestha as Johnson will try to leave it for Shrestha, who was not able to keep it in bounds. Starko will leave it for Hunnebrinker. Going quickly. It goes off of the head of Shrestha. And nice job there by Dawson. Able to reverse field and get it up to Shrestha. Playing it up into the middle, but all along the ground. Hernandez Mendoza wins that race. And Starko will make a little bit of a run forward, finding the feet here of Lamas. Back to Hunnebrinker, and he'll
Good ball.
a nice step through, able to find it to, that's 16, that's Lamas. That was Diak actually earlier. As a long shot goes off of the goalkeeper, but nobody there. Shot from Suarez makes Kennedy work a little bit.
Yeah, just got a little too excited once we broke that press. And tried to find over the top again. I think the forward was wanting to feet there.
Off the feet of Suarez, and attempted cross into the middle. Carter will be able to win that race fairly easily, and he'll just play it back to Henson. As Henson playing it up to Dominic Mann, who didn't have a whole lot of help, and Edwardsville able to regain the ball. Musawi with it, and the cross in goes off of Carter, and it'll be the first corner kick of the night for Edwardsville, as 3 Tigers substitutes will come in. Corner kick coming in, and it'll go right into the hands of Henson. Fornash, Wallace, and Maxwell back in, so 3 original starters for Edwardsville. As Henson will drop punt it high into the September sky. Bounce right on the 50-yard line. And nice job there by Diak, able to keep it in, and well, for a moment, trying to play it up to Rangel Cortez. Tressla will try and go quickly, and Tressla was out of bounds, so that'll be an opportunity for Collinsville. Actually not, they're going to go quickly here. I don't know if that was the...
Yeah, kind of throwing it into odd numbers. We only had one on 4 there.
Yeah, it was like it's 13 minutes left, not in a huge hurry. Maybe try and be a little more patient.
Yeah, sometimes the nerves run high and your adrenaline gets going.
Yeah, especially rivalry game like this, obviously. Pushed forward, finds the feet of Carter, and he's got some space, and he'll attempt to make a run forward. Edwards will close the gap well, and it'll be recycled back to Starko from right at midfield. Tries to chip it on forward, trying to find the feet of Hernandez Mendoza, but it's defended well, and Kennedy will scoop it up with no major harm and throw it in, finding feet of Burton, and working it up here, or trying to, for Kurgan, as Hunter Brinker tries to mark him. A little bit of a shove, no call. That'll get a nice hand from the pretty large Collinsville student section here tonight. Hunter Brinker will play it forward.
He's in.
Oof. Ooh. I don't know if Rangel Cortez knew that or not. Wound up being onside, but hard to know. Diak with a nice step there. Played up into the middle and pushed forward, and eventually will be kicked out of bounds. Tressla, and so it'll be a throw in here for Collinsville.
Rangel Cortez is probably gassed right now, the amount of runs that the midfield and the defense is sending him on right now.
Yep. As Hensley and Carranza will come in, as Rangel Cortez and Diak will head to the bench. Hunter Brinker will take a second here and let everybody get set up. Push it forward, trying to find Carranza. And eventually it'll roll through to Kennedy, who bobbles it again. But
yeah, that's the second time. Kind of hoping Collins will maybe pounce on that and take note.
Yeah, maybe. But again, both times, nobody wearing the purple has really been there to apply much pressure. So
yeah, you got to follow up every time, no matter what.
All right. Ball bounces through off of the head of one of the Tigers players. And doing a nice job there, recycling it out on the wing, finding the feet there of Fornash. And Edwardsville will just wind up recycling
good
it,
read.
but Suarez with a nice step, and that'll provide a little bit of disruption. Played forward and working it up into the middle for McIntyre. He's got Hunter Brinker on a run, Hunter Brinker will push it forward. And trying to make the step, able to get around the Tigers player, and a lot of contact, no call. And
hate to say this, Zach, but if he would have went down, I feel like he would have really put pressure on the referee to make that call. But I like to see him being honest.
No, it's a fair one there, and we'll have a foul called on Collinsville. So, yeah, really No issues. Yeah, I mean, no major issues. There's a nice step there from Suarez. See if he's able to find any support. Actually, that was
Great ball.
And a ball and a shot blocked. And scramble for it in the box. Carranza fighting for it, but Edwardsville, well, not done yet. Taken away in the box and shot forward for nobody in particular and pushed forward onto the feet of Kurgan.
Yeah,
With the numbers advantage, at least for now. And Starko will go ahead and just play that to the seats, heads up. And makes it all the way into about the 10th row.
almost got a touch on it there, Zach.
Yeah, nearly came up and found us.
Kahok will really be pleased with the way the press is working out. And it's clear that the Edwardsville defense can't really handle it at the moment, don't have any answers.
This hasn't resulted in a goal as of yet. Shrestha with the throw in. That was off a Hunnebrinker. And pushing forward, but launch forward finds the head of Starko. And McIntyre will eventually push it forward, but nobody there really for either team. Lifford's able to get to the ball before anybody else. And maybe overrunning the ball just a little bit. That'll be a throw in for Edwardsville here. 8.5 to go here in a pretty entertaining first half. All pushed forward, and Edwardsville able to keep it in. And pushed out there by Mann. Will find space between the benches. Be a throw in here for Edwardsville. At least I would think. There we go. They're looking to make a sub at the next opportunity. Pushing it forward. Trying to get it up there onto the wing. Push forward, and Kahok player goes down. Carter with the step, but I will push it forward, and Edwardsville will just recycle it to the backs. Carranza will look to apply that pressure off the head of one of the Kahok players, and Starko will get not the cleanest strike on it as, ooh. That's just Carranza being bigger than the guy. Enough contact there that the guy goes down, and that's a foul, and, well, Enrique is not a small guy. Free kick coming here from about 45 out. And chipped forward. Actually finds some space all the way to Henson, but it'll be a relatively easy pickup for Braden. And gets a nice clean strike on that one. Bounces through everybody and actually whiffing on it there and popped up into the air. And Shrestha able to beat Hensley on the battle and chipped forward. And Starko will win the race to that one, play it back to Henson. And he's able to clear it forward. And
that's a good tackle. Oh.
But gives you time to get your defense set, if nothing else. It's the one danger of going with this more pressing style. If you're able to break it, you maybe can give up some more susceptible opportunities. Push forward into the middle. Edwards will try and recycle it and go for another opportunity. Cleared away there, and Starko able to push it up for Suarez, and the Kahoks might have numbers here if they hurry. As it's deflected down and pushed. Shrestha able to keep it in bounds and play it forward up into the middle. And over here now for Kurgan.
And Kahoks just got caught playing into what Edwardsville kind of wanted to. They were just trying to keep the field narrow there.
Yep. McIntyre will push it forward, trying to find Hernandez Mendoza, but the Edwardsville player wins the ball. And Edwardsville trying to push it forward here. We approach 5 minutes to go here in our first half. Recycling it over here onto the other side. Now back to Shrestha. Up into the middle. And over here now for Kurgan. Kurgan will go wide. And Henson will make certain of that as he'll track it down for Kench. Bright moon tonight, nearly full. As Henson skies that one. And it'll be Starko, and he'll just play it back to Henson.
I looked right into the lights on that, Zach. I can't see anything.
Oh, man. Man will push it forward off of the head of Suarez and trying to find Carter, who's pushing up, but he's got no help. Take a second here. Got maybe a bit of a contact to the leg. Hensley with it. Trying to chip it up into the middle for Carranza. Comes down onto the feet of Suarez. And go through the legs of Hensley. And Edwards will be able to push back here. Kurgan with it. Trying to play it up the sideline. Starko will win that race. Plays it into the field. Tapped out by Hensley, and will go out of play, be a throw in for Edwardsville here. Shrestha with it, off the head of Kurgan, and push forward, and Hunnebrinker does a nice job shepherding there. And it'll be a free kick for Collinsville anyway, as we'll see Hernandez Mendoza and Lamas head to the bench.
Collinsville substitution number 8, Giovanni Mann.
As Giovanni Mann
Alonso Torres.
and Alonso Torres, the other goal scorer in the JV game, come in.
It's amazing how these guys have that much energy.
Yeah. The amount of stamina you need for a game like soccer is something that I wasn't blessed with. As we'll have foul there that'll elicit some moans and groans from the Kahok fans. Be a free kick here taken by Kurgan. Yep, looks like he's going to be one to take it.
Very generous spot by the referee. It was about 10 yards forward.
He'll chip it forward, and Starko able to pop it up off the head of McIntyre, and nice job there by Kurgan, able to beat Suarez to it, and Mikey does a good job trying to push it forward, and it'll go out of play off of Suarez. Nice play there from Kurgan, and they'll be able to set up a throw in here with 2:20 to go.
Edwardsville having a little bit of late success with their press now.
We'll go short with the throw in. Attempted back heel. And Kurgan clearing it off the end line, but be sent over, and that'll be another that'll be a corner kick actually. 2 to go. Collins will look to get everything set up here and see if they can maybe get one more push here for a goal.
They got a couple people free. Need an outlet.
Crossed into the middle and finds the head and in for a goal. There's a goal scored there by 26. I think that's Maxwell. Minute 35 to go here in the first half.
Yeah, just a unfortunate bouncing all around. Fell kindly to the Edwardsville player and made no mistake about it. Against the run of play, I will say,
Yeah.
Collinsville really will be disappointed after all the pressure and hitting the crossbar twice for sure.
Yeah. Maxwell with his 5th goal of the year.
Edwardsville Tigers goal scored by number 26, Zane Maxwell. Time of the goal, 38-25, Maxwell.
And now we'll see if the Kahawks are able to try and make a push here for half. Long ball up to trying to find Suarez, but off of the head of Shrestha. And Suarez will go ahead and leave it for Hunnebrinker here. One minute to go here. Hunnebrinker with it, and it's cleared over the end line. An Edwardsville player, so it'll be a corner kick here.
Set pieces have been important for the Kahawks so far this year.
Yep. See what they're able to get going here. Suarez with it. Chipped it in well and gets over through everything. Shot deflected out and pushed forward into the box, but cleared away. Collinsville as Hensley going to go over the sideline. Throw in here for Collinsville with 15 to go. Off the head of McIntyre. Maybe one last shot here. Finds the feet of Hensley. And that'll be cleared away, and that will just about do it here for first half. And there is the horn. So after one half of play, we've got a 1-0 score here at Kahok Stadium. Be back here in a few minutes for halftime stats, and we'll be talk about that here in just a minute, but be back here in a few on the Kahok Broadcast Club Network.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside's all-star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Lakeside Roofing, celebrating 50 years of serving the metro area. Choose experience, choose Lakeside. Is it finally time to start doing what you've been talking about doing for years? Start making those plans right now and let Northwestern Mutual help you plan your future. Former Kahok Joe Philpott can help you get started with that plan today. Joe Philpott, a financial advisor with Northwestern Mutual, can help build a plan specifically for you with a wide range of financial options and the flexibility to change that plan as your priorities change. To get started on your future, give Joel Philpott a call today at Northwestern Mutual's Fairview Heights office at 618-606-2022. Spend your life living with Northwestern Mutual. Call Joel Philpott today, 618-606-2022. Looking for some unique food options, super cold drinks, and a fun atmosphere with an attentive staff? Look no further than Hurricanes Bar and Grill in Collinsville. Owned and operated by former Kahok State soccer champ Tim Johnson, Hurricanes has been one of the area's great meeting places for fun, food, live sports and music, and video gaming. Daily specials like Taco Tuesdays, Wing Wednesdays, and Fish Fridays. Hurricanes will tackle those hunger pains. Hurricanes is always open during all of Uptown Collinsville's Main Street festivals. Hurricanes is the place to satisfy your hunger and thirst needs. Hurricanes Bar and Grill, 222 West Main Street in Collinsville. Give them a call for carryout orders at 618-345-0846. 618-345-0846. Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahawk. Hashtag Kahawk Family.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the Event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jason Regg, your Benjamin F. Edwards financial advisor, understands this. That's why Jason Regg is a proud supporter of your Collinsville Kahawks and the Kahok Sports Network, as well as the Kahok Educator of the Month Award. For all of your investment needs, see Financial Advisor and Investment Vice President Jason Regg at the Benjamin F. Edwards office in Collinsville, located at 1008 Vandalia Street, or call Jason Regg at 618-223-5215 or visit benjaminfedwards.com. Benjamin F. Edwards, member SIPC. All Fluffed Up Grooming Salon in Caseyville is your go-to place to get that pampered treatment for your fur baby. All Fluffed Up offers one-on-one grooming sessions by skilled and professional groomers, focusing on a stress-free and fear-free experience for both pup and pup parent. Owned and operated by former Kahok Jenny Eves, All Fluffed Up in Caseyville offers nail trimming, ear cleanings, bathing, and fur trimming, as well as full cuts. All Fluffed Up Grooming Salon in Caseyville, 16 East Reynolds Street. Call Jenny Eves for an appointment at 618-855-8533. Mobile grooming coming soon. That's All Fluffed Up in Caseyville, 618-855-8533. Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking, conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA storage team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100.
We welcome you back here to Kahok Stadium. Zach Roseman and Matt Langley here with you, getting ready for it's halftime. 1-0 in favor of Edwardsville, and a goal just about a minute and a half left that was kind of against the run of play. Collinsville had the majority of the ball, the majority of the chances, but Edwardsville able to, again, kind of a scramble situation off the set piece and able to find the feet of Maxwell, who's, a very quality player, and that gives them the lead. But I don't know that I would change a whole lot.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Collinsville did really well on their press. That's how they got a couple of their chances. Hit the crossbar twice in the same play, and, it just sometimes you get those bounces, and sometimes the soccer guys don't let you,
Yeah. But again, really don't think you want to change a whole lot. Quick little out-of-town score. Volleyball team were in action earlier today, and against Belleville East, kind of took it on the chin, 25-10, 25-9 losers were the Kahawks tonight. And, I'm sure there's some other games going on, but not anything that we're able to find. I guess we can check the score of the football game, NFL season getting underway. I guess we'll check that. And it is 14-7 Cowboys early in the second quarter, for those of you who are interested in that. We're going to go ahead and take another break. Be back in about 2 minutes or so for second half action here on the Kahok Broadcast Club Network.
Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
Mike's Automotive in Collinsville is a T3 certified tire dealer and so much more. Sure, Mike's Automotive has tires. They can also help with making sure your entire vehicle is road ready, from belts and hoses to preventative maintenance like oil changes and tire rotation. Plus a lot more than that. Mike's Automotive has 3 locations to choose from. Mike's Automotive in St. Louis and Millstadt, and Mike's Automotive in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call Mike's Automotive at 618-345-0611. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville.
We welcome you back here to Kahok Stadium, just about ready to get underway here with second half action. Kahawks find themselves down 1-0, looking to get a tying goal and force extra time, which I think is a change from when you were playing. All games must have a result in conference, so they will play extra time, or failing that, they'll go to penalty kicks. So there will be a result at some point tonight, but when exactly that'll be, we'll find out. We'll find out if it's just after regulation or if we'll have to go a little farther here tonight. Collins will be shooting to the left of screen now, the north end zone here at Kahok Stadium. And it looks like Edwardsville, a changing goal. Or is that still 0?
I think it's the same guy.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, I know.
Edwardsville will put the ball played on the second half.
We're underway. Played back here for Edwardsville and finds the head of Carter and goes out of play. And that'll wind up going into the stands again. The throw in here taken quickly by Fornash. And it'll go, off of Dominic Mann. So it'll be a corner kick for Edwardsville here 30 seconds in. It'll be rolled down into the corner by Fornash, and the corner kick will be taken here. Cross into the middle and goes right to Henson. That's that one right in the center of mass. And she'll clear it away here and push it forward. Pushed up into the middle. Finds the feet of Maxwell, working it over onto the wing. And now recycled back to the backs. And trying to push it up over here for Fornash. And not the cleanest touch. It'll go over the sideline for a Kahawk throw-in.
It's interesting how Collinsville sets up defensively against those corner kicks, because they're leaving two to three spares and leaving themselves no outlets for a counter. I think if they just put one person up there to hold it up, we can really open up Edwardsville.
Ball comes down to Carranza, and that's banked off of an Edwardsville player and into the Tiger bench. It'll be a throw-in here for the Kahawks. Edwardsville student section is taking residence over on the far side. Hensley working it up to Carranza, and he'll play it forward, but too much on it for anybody wearing the purple to get to. And it'll be scooped up by Kennedy, and he'll go with the overhand throw and push forward.
It drove me crazy when goalies would throw it out overhand like that with somebody closing you down. Just, it's so impossible to bring down, and you just get, shattered.
Push forward, clash there. Hensley played up to the midfield. We'll go out of play as we'll have a throw in here for Edwardsville. Seems like Collinsville have backed off on the press just a little bit. Maybe starting to get a little more tired.
Could be. Maybe they were just trying to show something different to Edwardsville to kind of throw them off at the beginning, and maybe they'll come back strong with the press.
Yeah. Laying forward, finding the feet of Fornash. Attempted tackle there from Hernandez Mendoza, unsuccessful, and tried to go for the give and go. And Rodrigo able to keep that in bounds.
Great change of pace. Great
able
ball.
to try and push it forward to Carranza, but Edwardsville able to win the race. Hernandez Mendoza is good no call there. Push forward over to the far side for Edwardsville.
Hey, you too.
And it'll be crossed forward. Brought up a crossover midfield. Edwardsville with a bit of a run. Nice step there from McIntyre, I believe. And Edwardsville actually able to regain possession. Will look to push it forward here. But marked well there by Jake. And working it forward now. Working it back to the backs. Edwardsville into the middle now. Find the feet there of Fritz maybe. And push forward. Up. Stepped in by Carter and tapped over onto the feet of Hensley. Find Carranza and Enrique trying to push it forward. Hernandez Mendoza will apply some pressure and come up onto the feet of the Edwardsville players. Carter with another nice step. And he'll run it up into the midfield and try and get the run on, but juice that one.
A little bit too narrow from the Kahawks. He had options out right. Had acres of space.
Push forward over onto the far side. And another nice run on here. Kahawks able to get numbers back.
That flat back four for Collinsville is really, really helping out. That change, I'm not sure, I wasn't at the away game, but when they played Triad, they had a sweeper, and it was just causing themselves all sorts of problems.
Push forward here for Fornash, and nice job there by Hernandez Mendoza to delay the attempted ball in. Played back here and recycled there for Wooten, and he'll go crossfield, but it's popped up high into the air and off of a head. And Hensley able to get the step in. Carranza a little isolated. And Edwardsville able to get some numbers there as we'll have a foul there on Carranza as a little bit of pain down there as the Edwardsville player will be helped up. And it looks like 17, 13.
Man, he recovered quick from that.
Yep, got it nice and fast there. Did
almost suspiciously
Burton.
quick.
Yeah. Played forward over here for Fornash, and
There we go.
out pass there as Hensley will work it up to, trying to work it up to Carranza. Canucks have numbers forward here, but they'll play it back, and maybe an opportunity here for Suarez to apply some pressure. Canucks will go. Tigers will go cross field and up into the middle on the feet of Lifritz.
And Collinsville wins that ball right in front of their back line. If they can just hang on to it for just maybe a touch or two and really draw in Edwardsville, they'll have way more options. They're just trying to skip past those two lines too quick.
Yep. 4-4-1 look here for Collinsville.
Yeah,
4-4-2, won it. Over there, it'll be a throw in here for Carter. Off the head there, and be a brief gain of territory here for Collinsville. Carter will ask for new ball. Trying maybe to go for a run here. Goes over nobody in particular, but it gets over both of them. Finds the feet of Suarez, who's dispossessed. Carranza comes in there hard, and it'll be a Tiger throw in.
I would not want to be on the end of one of his crunching tackles. He is in the mood tonight.
Yeah. Pushed forward and headed away there by Dominic Mann. Fornash will pulled things up here. Throw-in finds the head of Carter. And attempted back heel cleared away there nicely by Mann. Only for a moment. Finds the feet of Hensley. Edwardsville able to reset back. Nice step there from Starko. And it'll be pushed forward to Hensley, and the Kahawks will have some space here. Run on here for McIntyre, trying to get it up onto the feet of Carranza. And we got a scramble for it, goaltender down. No call, and it'll be a foul on Collinsville.
Zach, I couldn't tell you what went on down there. It was a cluster.
Yeah, I don't really know.
Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling.
Free kick for Edwardsville at the end of it. Pushing it forward. Collinsville able to try and work it forward here. Geo-Man there with the ball, and Hunnebrinker will push it forward. Suarez attempting to get a run on as Edwards will play it to the sideline, actually able to keep it in. And step forward, and good step there from Starko. Pressure still being applied a little bit here. Maybe trying to uptick it here just a little bit as we head towards the later stages.
I think you hit it on the head earlier, Zach. I think they are a little bit gassed just because you kind of can see their the forwards are conserving their energy instead of chasing everything.
Hernandez Mendoza with it, opportunity in the box, crossed into the middle, and over onto the far side of the feet of Hensley as that is deflected. And it'll be a goal kick?
Yeah, I think it might have hit his his plant leg, and that's why I kind of...
that's where the hop came from. Okay.
Substitution number 12, Riley Johnson.
Johnson back in for Edwardsville. We approach the 30 minutes to go here. Push forward up into the middle. Carter able to get a piece of it. And is Mendoza in there now as got a battle for it, and that'll be bit of a lucky break. As almost like he was playing basketball there was Fornash. As ball worked around into the middle, scramble for it, and eventually Kennedy will come up with it and go with another one of those big overhand throws. Hunnebrinker trying to apply some pressure, and it'll go out of play off of Edwardsville. So
if I was a center forward, I'd follow up anything going to that goalie. He just does not seem sure.
Scramble for it, and
it
a shot and a goal!
Go on, lad.
That is
28.
28?
26,
or is that
sorry.
Is that Carranza or Hernandez? Carranza or Hernandez Mendoza? Goal for Collinsville at any rate. That's 50-31.
Here comes the shopping carts.
Yep. Yeah, they've had those for a couple of years. Has the student section?
We had a stick.
Yeah.
Spirit stick.
Yeah, the Spirit stick. I was still there when I was in school. See who they wind up giving the credit for the goal here, too.
I don't think Schnooks would really appreciate them stealing a cart, though. But that's all right.
Scored by number 20.
And it was Hernandez Mendoza. And we've got a tie game here.
I was going to say, Collinsville really needs Edwardsville would be really happy that Collinsville was kind of sitting back with everybody behind the ball, but that really changed the pace of the game for the better.
Yep. Fornash with the throw-in finds the head of Dominic Mann. Hernandez Mendoza gets a piece of it and scramble for it, knocked around, and eventually pushed forward by Hensley. And it'll come back to Gage.
Collinsville really got their tails up now.
Yep. Giovanni Mann fighting for it.
Proper battle going on in that center of the park.
Pushing forward and gets through everybody, but eventually finds the feet of Johnson. And pushed up into the air off of one of the Tigers players and onto the feet of Maxwell. Pushing it forward, Hunnebrinker will have to hurry. Starko does a nice job stepping over. And it'll be kept in play by Edwardsville. And just launched into the middle off of the foot of Starko. And a contact there, no foul. Pushing it into the forward, and finding the feet of Fornash, and he'll launch it off the back of Dominic Mann. It'll roll forward here, and Enrique with some space here. And trying to play it forward, finds the feet of Suarez, and he is fouled.
Might need to go into his pocket for this one. The referee.
No.
Keeping his book closed, I see.
Keep the book closed. 27:40 to go. He took a bit of a long look. Maybe he was thinking about it, but
just the numbers that Collinsville had going forward, and then that was the second to last defender for the Tigers. So that was an interesting decision, but maybe just a talking to.
Yep. Ball crossed into the middle, pushed away by Kennedy, and knocked around by McIntyre. Comes onto the feet of Carter, and playing it backwards. And McIntyre will launch it right at Kennedy.
Kind of catching on now to follow up everything. Love that.
Yeah. Just got to provide the opportunity, right? You've seen maybe a little question in regards to the.
Boy, he's hanging on to that for a long time.
Yep.
No one's counting.
Yeah, that's one of the more common means of chewing clock you'll see. As we'll have a delayed whistle as Carter draws the foul. Definitely a bit of a change in momentum here as Kahawks look to make a sub, but they'll wait here. It'll be Starko who will take the free kick. Low line drive was off of Hernandez Mendoza and headed down onto the feet of Johnson. Edwardsville able to push it forward. Mann will do the smart play and let it roll all the way back to Henson. Henson will leave it for Starko. Ty will launch it forward. Not Suarez, but just a bit too far out in front of him. Coach Lugie more animated than I've seen him in his 10-year coaching. But I guess maybe you're going to go with more, that pressing style. Maybe you want a little more intensity from your coach or manager.
Yeah, the Edwardsville-Collinsville rivalry does tend to bring out the passion.
Yeah, maybe an excess upon occasion, but
no such thing in this.
Well, it's all very well and good until you have kids start punching each other, but.
Yeah,
that's a bit much, but
I think we're far from that.
Yeah, within the confines of the game, obviously it's definitely a intense sort of thing. As that'll go out of play, be a throw-in for Collinsville. Throw-in here from Hunter Brinker. No numbers really wearing the purple as that's pushed up into the middle, but we'll roll through to Kennedy as we have a foul just outside the box.
Interesting decision here.
Yeah, as Hernandez Mendoza, I believe. So it'll be a free kick from 3 yards outside the box.
It's going to be interesting to see if he can get it up and over that wall and see what side the goalie's or the keeper is favoring.
It looks like he's going near post. Relative to the angle. Maybe try and get a runner here. McIntyre, as of now, unmarked.
Definitely can take advantage of only being 3 in that wall.
Yeah. And I'll leave it shot from Suarez just wide. But it was deflected, so it'll be a corner kick. Opportunity still here for Collinsville as the Kahawks will bring a substitute in. To the bench goes. I can't tell who that is.
Looks like 19.
I don't know. Corner is low. Scramble forward in the box. Hensley with the strike and able to crawl over the end line. And I think we'll give that to Hensley. Gage with his first varsity goal. We tried to give him credit for one last week, or well, the other night. But actually for sure able to get that first varsity goal, and what a time to get it.
Absolutely. very opportunistic from the Kahawks. Love to see him.
Collinsville Kahawks' second goal of the game, scored by number 13, Gage Hensley.
Sophomore coming in clutch here.
6:34, Hensley.
Got him right where we want him. Don't want to let off the gas now, though.
Yep, you want to try and get that insurance goal if you can. I wouldn't change anything. The opportunities have continued to happen, and now the breaks, the luck aspect of the game, for lack of a better term, has swung a bit more in the Kahawks' favor. Push forward, deflected by Starko. Actually, that's not Starko, that's Diak. As man with it, find the feet of Carranza, as that's deflected right back to Enrique. And able to find the feet is the goal scorer, Hensley. Up into the middle for McIntyre, but he has it dispossessed, and we've got a 5-on-4 here. Great job there by Starko, able to shut that down, and beats two players one-on-one. Worked up into the middle, and Starko will go ahead and run forward.
He wants to go coast to coast here.
And the opportunity marked well by his opposite number, and a very, very clean tackle there from, not sure who that is, but I do want to give him his credit. That was
great tackle.
Nope, hardly any contact at all. Carranza deflecting it, able to find the feet of Johnson, and back there to Tigers, and they'll play it up to Kennedy. Ball launched forward, finds Edwardsville feet, and nice step there from Carter, as winning the battle there was Burton, and pushing it forward, trying to find the feet of Musawi, but Hunterbrinker able to get to it, and he'll play it up into the midfield. Pushing forward up here for Lifritz, and now recycling it around to the backs again. Push forward again, go over the sideline, as the Kahawks will bring two substitutes in. Carranza and Hensley to the bench, as Rangel Cortez and 20 and Hernandez Mendoza come back in. All push forward, stays in play. As ball comes onto the feet here of Geo-Man, and a great through ball. Maybe a bit too far out of the reach of Suarez, as that will be out of play, be a throw in here for Collinsville. And that will prompt Hunterbrinker to come up from his right back position and see if he can get a hold of one here.
Yeah, he's just trying to slip his teammate through there, and just a little heavy on the pass. Great idea, though.
Hunterbrinker will back this one way up and really get a hold of this one. He does.
What an arm.
Finds an Edwardsville player, and it's played back to Hunterbrinker, but the pass that time a little bit soft. As great job there from McIntyre, I believe, stepping over. No call.
Yeah, a little cheeky obstruction there from
Yeah,
Edwardsville.
Pushed forward and up into the midfield. Hunterbrinker there with it, and that'll be deflected and be a throw in here for Collinsville. 3/4 of the way done here now. Hunterbrinker with the long throw in, headed forward by Edwardsville. Hunterbrinker pops it up into the air, and that is launched forward, and applying that pressure. Hernandez Mendoza does well, but Kennedy was sure-handed on that occasion.
Does he get a shot on goal for that, Zach?
No, I don't think it would have. Don't think it would have been a scoring chance if the goalkeeper wasn't there.
That was a hand. Oh man, he handled that.
Played over here onto the wing for Musawi. And Hunterbrinker, actually a nice run here from the sophomore, but good step there as ball rolls through, and Starko will play it forward.
He looks like Max Cucurella looking, beaming down that sideline for Chelsea.
Rangel Cortez actually does a good job. It slipped there and some
Great battle.
heavy contact there from the larger opponent there in not Kurgan. That'd be Wooten. 9, not 8. Edwards will push it forward off the head of Carter. Coming down now onto the feet of Mann. That being Gio, and that will stay outside of the 18-yard box. So
Had about 10 more yards. He could have carried it.
Are you allowed to do that? I guess so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it didn't touch any other, no other field player touched it. And so, yeah, a goalie can dribble back into his
goal.
Yeah.
Into the box and pick it up. Okay. As Maxwell and Mann doing a race and a great tackle there from Dom.
A good hard-nosed tackle there.
Yep. That will get a high five there from Carter, but it will be a throw-in for Edwardsville as both teams will make some substitutions here. See Carranza, Hensley back in for Collinsville. Excuse me. Canucks have the numbers advantage here. And Johnson will push it forward up to the top of the 18. Nice job there as Carranza will launch it forward. A bit too far out in front of Suarez, and Kennedy will let it roll into the 18-yard box and pick it up, but does burn some clock.
Yeah, kind of played him into no man's land, playing him into a 1v4.
Yep. Carter does a nice job dispossessing him there, and up now to Hernandez Mendoza, trying to get it into the middle for Carranza, and it'll be picked up.
Better idea working it east to west when they're trying to play in, though, instead of just strictly north to south, because Edwardsville's kind of catching on and knowing just to turn and run to it, and they're beating Collinsville every time.
Nice job stepping up there from McIntyre. McIntyre onto the feet of Carranza. Carranza goes down, no call. Finding its way now onto the feet, and McIntyre will get it to Hernandez Mendoza, trying to play it back to Jake, but able to step through as the Tigers defender. And that was deflected onto the feet there of Mann, who has it taken from him by Johnson, but solid enough defense for the Kahawks to get numbers back. Lifritz with it, and he'll recycle it into the middle.
Win.
And Hernandez Mendoza with a
Don't
physical challenge, but no foul called. And the ball will be pushed forward here into the middle.
Yeah, there was that press working for Collinsville again.
Yeah. And pushed forward. Knocked around. Carranza doing what he can to mark Lifritz. As Geo-Man there. Lifritz maybe a little frustrated there. Throw in here for Carter. Finds the foot of Mann, and now onto the feet of Lifritz.
Good read.
There for Carter as Lifritz able to win it back. Now playing it into the middle.
Carter's doing really well out here on the left flank.
Yeah.
Just winning at everything and such a threat going forward, too.
Yeah, 3-year starter. I think even as a freshman he got some varsity time. Certainly been a fixture in that defender role for Collinsville. Working it forward now are the Tigers, and cross into the 18-yard box, cleared away by Hunnebrinker. And Ronza just got a piece of that, which I think was to his disadvantage, as Wooten will push it forward up onto the wing. Maybe a little bit of an overlap here, and attempted cross in the middle will roll wide, and it will be a goal kick here for Henson. We're 14 to go here. Geo-Man will head to the bench, placed by
Edwardsville not really showing any interest in pressing. If they could, Collinsville could just have somebody drop off instead of kicking that long from the goal kick. We can maybe keep it a little bit.
Yeah.
Frustrate the other team.
Yeah, maybe still a little early as Hernandez Mendoza able to get the deflection. Headed by Carranza. Nice job there by Edwardsville, but a little too strong on the touch.
Yeah, just struggled to find his feet there.
Yep. Working forward here,
Good
Carter
win.
with
There
another
he is
great
again.
win.
He's everywhere.
Yeah, all over this left side of the field is that is pushed forward there by McIntyre out of play. It'll be a throw-in for Edwardsville as Tigers will bring 2 subs in. Johnson and Burton will head to the bench. Replaced by 7. And number 7, that's Braden Iberg. First time I've called his name tonight.
Iberg, Uberg, we all Berg.
Yes. Push forward up onto the wing, and nice job. Or no, actually. Not able to keep it in there. Gave Fornash a bit more credit than wound up deserving in that situation.
Thought for sure that was going to go the other way, but it's okay.
Ball forward finds Carranza back to Carter, and he'll leave it for man, and he'll just launch it downfield. Pushing it forward. Angel Cortez is trying to apply some pressure. Coach Lugie barking out some instructions. Opportunity here for Edwardsville maybe, but Hunnebrinker does a great job stepping up as able to kick save. Come down onto the feet of Hensley and just got to play it to territory. There you go.
Gutsy little Cruyff there by the Collinsville defender, but we ended up working out.
Yep.
It was a great kick save by Henson there.
Shades of Slobodan Ilyasevich in school. St. Louis soccer legend goalie for the old St. Louis Steamers back in the indoor league that was popular there in the 80s. Actually outdrew the Blues for a couple years, and it wasn't like the Blues were bad. Get 9,000 people in the arena for some indoor soccer. Now we have the MLS team, which, well, fortunately they've had their struggles a bit this year.
Indeed.
As players go down for both teams, referee content to let things play on. As Carranza applying some pressure here, finding Fornash as Rangel Cortez pushing forward. Suarez able to find a piece of it and playing it to the sideline there was Geoman. Throw-in coming quickly from Fornash. Comes down onto the feet of Iberg. He'll play it back. Deflected there. Carranza had a brief touch on it. Push forward up into the midfield once again. Edwardsville trying to work it forward now as we approach 10 to go. Cross into the wall. Edwardsville player down. Asking for a foul. Will not be granted. Iberg will play it back here for Wooten. He'll push it forward a little bit. Going for the chip on. Trying to find the feet there of Wallace. Stays in play. And recycled back up top. And cross into the middle. But able to get a foot on it there was Starko. And up into the middle here for Suarez. And
he's in.
Mikey will play it forward, and onside there is Rangel Cortez, but
it's just gassed.
Yeah, ran out of gas. He doesn't really slow down. when he's in, he's really running around. Stays in play. Carter with a piece of it. Suarez in there. Edwardsville player goes down. No call.
Good feed.
And that'll go off of TJ. It'll be a throw in here for Edwardsville. Under 9 to go here. Going quickly, and that was, I was like, that never got back in bounds. Kahawks will make some substitutes here. Carranza and Rangel Cortez to the bench as Hernandez Mendoza and Geoman, I believe, back in. Comes in off the head of Suarez. Finds the feet of Hernandez Mendoza. That was off of Suarez, but too much of a deflection. Great step there from Soto Torres, maybe. Pushed over into the middle. Hensley going for his second goal, and it misses.
Yeah, just kind of got in each other's way. Great win, though. They're in on goal.
Kahok's keeping that pressure up.
Only have found success from it.
Yeah. I don't know. I did not watch the O'Fallon game, but Suarez able to find a piece in the box and gets it on goal, but right at Kennedy. And the keeper does a good job corralling that one. Getting it forward here onto the feet of Fornash, who is taken down by Suarez, and that will draw a whistle. 7.5 to go. Push forward. And push forward up into the midfield, but only so far as Fornash. Kahok's with 5 guys back. Great step there from Giovanni Mann. And he will draw the foul there on Fornash. Kahok's will take a second here, run some clock as much as you can. It will be Starko who will take the free kick. We'll just launch it forward. Finds the feet of one of the Edwardsville players and goes out of play as Suarez and Fornash may be exchanging a few words. 2 number 5s. Carter will walk it forward. 6.5 to go. Finds the feet of Suarez and goes out of play off of Fornash. So Carter will be able to move it forward and run some more time off. Gets it up to Carranza, back to Carter. And pushing it forward again and launching it downfield, but Starko does a good job playing sweeper. He left here. Wallace will be the one. Actually, no. Clock continuing to run. Under 6 minutes to go here. Fornash going quickly. Got maybe a bit of extra territory as that ball is punched forward back over the midline. Trying to reset here. Edwardsville make a push to get a tying goal. Mann gets a piece of it, able to get it up onto the feet of Suarez, and ball is deflected, pushed forward, and a great job there from Mikey following the play. He's got Enrique if he can find him. Carranza with it, and a shot. Just a little pinched, and Kennedy does a good job playing the angle.
Yeah, just chose the wrong option in the end, but
yeah,
can't blame him for wanting to go for it.
Yeah. Push forward, scramble forward. Hunnebrinker playing it back, and it'll go over the sideline, be a throw-in for the Tigers, going quickly. Crossed up here into the middle, finds space in the box, as that'll go over the end line and be a goal kick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Under 5 to go here. Henson will.
Yeah, I'd make the referee tell me
Yeah.
to speed it up here and take all the time you need.
Yep.
Maybe
Back.
tie your shoe.
Maybe pretty quick here, but just dump it downfield off the head of one of the Edwardsville players. Hunnebrinker fighting there for it. Pushed forward as far as, I think that's Shrestha over there. Able to get around Mann. Kahok's with the numbers, but not a whole lot of space, but they do a good job closing in. Here, Carranza, and able to get the piece of it, and it stays in for a moment. And Enrique actually does a nice job banking it off of the Edwardsville player. As a couple subs in. And with the rule to prevent excessive stalling, you can't just sub ad nauseum. If the winning team substitutes in the last 5 minutes, it's stoppage of the clock, which I think is a rule that's come in here in the past 6-7 years or so. before COVID, I know that. Throw-in comes in, headed down by a Tigers player and popped up into the air, stays in play. But nice job there from Starko and actually gets through everybody, but Kennedy whiffs on, well, whiffed on it, but got enough of a piece of it to get it to the sideline and prevent what probably would have been a pretty serious opportunity here for Suarez. Of Hunnebrinker come and set it up. 3 minutes to go here. Kahok still looking to see if they can pick up that insurance tally. Floats it in. Headed by an Edwardsville player. And Hunnebrinker got a strike on it, and that's deflected by Maxwell, and so that'll be a corner here for Collinsville.
Very ambitious, but lucky for the...
Yeah, worked out okay. And Suarez will do the smart thing here and walk it down. 2:25 to go. To get a little spot here. Gets a strike on it. Ooh. I think last year he was able to curve one in. That was close. Headed away by one of the Edwardsville players, and so it'll be another corner kick. 2 minutes to go here. And trying to play, looking to maybe play it short for Starko, but Hunters will cover it well. So Mikey will maybe take the time to run a little clock here now. Push it forward into the middle, and again cleared away, and that one off a Collinsville player. And you can see the definite increase in pace here from Edwardsville, trying to push here in the last 90 seconds. Pushed forward. And played out of bounds. It'll be a throw in here. For Collinsville actually went out of play. And now you, I was like, I'd really suck the air out of the ball here, but gonna go a little quicker here. Pushes forward, popped up into the air, knocked around, and played over to the Kahok bench. Stays in, popped up into the air. Under a minute to go here. Giovanni Mann able to get it up onto the feet of Hensley. He pushes it forward. Push forward. Pushing it forward up the sideline. Edwardsville pushing as many people forward as they can. Dominic Mann gets ahead on it. Scramble for it, push forward. 30 seconds to go.
Yeah, anywhere will do for Collinsville here.
Yep. Just got to keep it forward. Carter does a good job stepping to it, push it forward. Mann will just pop it up into the air. 20 seconds to go. Pushed forward, popped up into the air again, but it takes time off. Yep, there you go. Put it in the parking lot. And that will do it. Kahawks pick up their first win of the year. First conference win of the year, and always good to beat Edwardsville. Nice show of sportsmanship there between Suarez and Foreignash. And obviously that's a really nice way to pick up your first win of the year.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for your attendance to tonight's game.
Yeah, great win for Collinsville.
Scouts are back in action.
At home, in front of your fans, in front of your student section.
Against Alton High.
Make going to school tomorrow a little bit easier.
Yep.
Drive home safely and have a good night.
So, next action for both teams. We'll check that here real quick. Collinsville next in action Tuesday night here against Alton. That is a game that I'll be doing. You'll be able to join me for that one?
Of course.
All right. Yeah, got that one. And then Edwardsville are going to be heading up to a tournament in Morton, Illinois, up in the Peoria area this weekend. Play a couple of games up there. So, yeah, Collins will pick up the nice win I understand that I might have somebody coming up here for a post-game interview, so we'll go ahead and take a break here. But so stand by and we'll see what happens.
Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975. Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking, conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA storage team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA storage team, 618-797-6100.
First National Bank of Waterloo, with over 100 years serving the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo at their Maryville and Collinsville locations, and now in Marissa, St. Laborie, and New Athens for all of your banking, mortgage, and lending needs with super low closing costs and low construction loan rates. When you need a loan, call the Collinsville team at First National Bank of Waterloo at 618-345-1121, or visit their Maryville or Collinsville locations or online at fnbwaterloo.bank. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Keep your ride shiny and clean with Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville. Owner Jay Merkel and his crew at Extreme Details believe in the value of community and in helping their community hold the value of their vehicles with a sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details can handle any job, whether you drive a small car, an SUV, or even a bus or RV. No job is too big or too small at Extreme Details. Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal, no matter what you drive: cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, and more. Plus, Extreme Details can handle fleet vehicles for you and your company. Call Jay and the gang at Extreme Details at 618-977-1224. Check for periodic specials on the Extreme Details Facebook page. Put the shine in your ride with Extreme Details, 618-977-1224. Todd Duke here, proud member of the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Whether you call us teachers' aides, paraprofessionals, or educational assistants, it all comes down to one thing: taking care of students. More importantly, your student. Yes, we are there for the teachers, and we help them in any way possible. But our goals are in line with our teachers, in that we want to see our students succeed at not only being a student, but well beyond that as we ready them for the world outside of the classroom. We are Union Strong. We are Kahok Strong. We strive to help students reach their potential. We are the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Go Kahawks!
We love to have you come work for the City of Collinsville. We have many positions available, from seasonal jobs to full-time opportunities in many of our departments. From police and fire to Gateway Center, Parks and Recreation, and City Hall. Our employees enjoy great benefits like comprehensive medical plans, paid time off, tuition reimbursement, and more. Visit the city's website, collinsvilleil.org, to apply and learn more about working for the City of Collinsville.
The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
VFW Post 1117 in Caseyville is one of the area's longest-running VFW posts. VFW Post 1117 in Caseyville is your place to meet and join other area veterans. Plus, VFW Post 1117 in Caseyville offers all kinds of activities to help our veterans, as well as engaging the public with fun, food, fellowship, and a great time for great causes. Blood drives, fundraisers, raffles, and a Queen of Hearts drawing every Wednesday night. Plus, VFW Post 1117 in Caseyville has event space for your parties, celebrations, and other get-togethers. For more information, check out the VFW Post 1117's Facebook page or call the Caseyville VFW at 618-344-9878.
The Collinsville Area Community Foundation is our community's charitable foundation. We connect people, support programs, and guide resources to help our community thrive. Our board is made up of local leaders that donate their time and expertise to identify opportunities for long-term community impact in and around Collinsville. Find out more about scholarships, grants, and ways to give back to the city we love by visiting collinsvillefoundation.com.
We welcome you back here to Kahok Stadium. Final score 2-1 in favor of Collinsville, able to pick up their first win on the year, and always a pretty exciting game. Kahok goals from Rodrigo Hernandez Mendoza and Gage Hensley, first of the year for both of those guys. So now with 7 goals scored, we've got 7 guys with 1 for Collinsville. They'll improve to 1-3-1, 1-1 in Southwestern Conference play. Edwardsville will fall to 2-2, also 1-1 in Southwestern Conference play. Mentioned before we went to break what both teams will be doing next. And that will be, my next broadcast will be that Tuesday night game here against Alton. So we are going to go ahead and wrap things up here on the Kahok Broadcast Club Network. I'd like to thank you all for watching. It's been a fun one. And until that, of course, big thank you to Matt Langley for providing some color commentary for us here tonight. And until then, until Tuesday, we'll see y'all next time.